So, hey there, guys. This is Zeter Steel 966 mod, whatever you want to call me. I prefer Zeter. And this is actually post-commentary, because unfortunately, for the first 20 minutes of this stream, or for the first 20 minutes of this part, since this is the second part of the stream, I forgot to unmute my mic after the break. God damn it. And with as fortunate as it is, I decided to try out downloading one of the VODs on my Twitch page and, sort of doing a post-commentary over this day, which didn't go amazing. It really did not. And thankfully the first day, actually, we don't really have commentary over just the first day, like right after is when I sort of realized what happened. And thankfully it's more of just a setup day for what is to come, so not too much. I'm going to try to talk over what happens on this day, as well as a couple other things. Just to, not have 20 minutes of plain game audio. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you're probably watching these sort of for my playthrough on this. Not just for regular gameplay, so it'd be weird to just have 20 minutes of nothing. So I think my plan here was... I honestly have no idea what happened on this day, other than a couple of slight instances. I do remember at the start of this, I was very happy that I didn't have any more coffee to drink, and that I actually drank it during Half-Life 2 before this, so I didn't have to complain about cold coffee. Or I might have had, just the last gulp of it. And here I am realizing that... Oh, no. I'm not going to realize that I can grab the fruit there. Alright, cool. Good job past me. Maybe I'm just dead focusing the pear that we unlocked. Oh, wait, no, we didn't even get that yet. Oh, wow. Man, my memory is hazy. So, for this day, we're just kind of further cleaning up and opening things in the Twilight River so we can prepare for the last day, or the next day, which will be the last day, so we can get the boss and have no trouble collecting that. Although, I feel a little guilty recording I have a slight feeling of guilt with recording this post thing. Not because I didn't have any commentary for the stream, because, I mean, at the current moment, who actually shows up for my streams? But what I feel bad about is that I don't remember too much about what actually happens on this day, so I guess I can just commentate over some of my dumbass decisions. Oh no. I just heard a Pikmin drown. Right, and right there I just lost a rock Pikmin. I do remember vividly that throughout this day, and you'll see me pause and try to look at the Pikmin count, and you'll sort of see me go, wait a minute, why do I only have 14 rock Pikmin? Because eventually, I think one of the pink Pikmin that are carrying that pink pullet that they got earlier, they're going to go back to the onion, and then that'll spurt a pink Pikmin, which will give me back to the 60 total. I don't even realize I've lost a rock Pikmin yet. And there's, okay, yeah, there's the 60. So the pink Pikmin has gone to a sprout. And so now I notice I only have 14 rock Pikmin. I don't know where the rest are. I don't even realize that I got an extra pink Pikmin. I'm really dumb, and I look at this like 2 or 3 times. And I did not even realize what happened. I didn't even know where it happened until now, and I didn't realize that it was a rock Pikmin I lost until the end of the day. I wasn't really sure what to say here for the live commentary bit of this that I wasn't, I was muted for. I just wanted to take a nice picture of Charlie. It looked like a nice spot for him to do so. Figure I should take a couple more pictures in this game. I don't actually know if taking pictures progresses the day. I think it does, because I think Pikmin do sort of still carry things with that, or during camera pictures. Maybe I can sort of experiment with that later on. Yeah, sure it is, Charlie. It is a nice spot. It's not a bad picture. Hey, wait a minute. Is that taking the picture with or without the UI? I can't tell. Let me grab my Switch and look at the controls we got. You know, I've got the free hands to do so. No. It's just the picture. Not bad looking pictures either. Solid. Oh, right, I gotta read these. I think. While exploring this planet, I often see what appears to be murals. Did the Pikmin draw these? Because they capture each Pikmin's present essence perfectly, much more artistically than I would be capable of. I must remember to take photographic documentation. Captain Olimar. Right, I gotta remember to read these as well, so I gotta stay on top of things. Like I'm on top of my mic. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Chunky Shrapnel is such a good live album. Alright, so what are we... now I'm sitting down again. Where are we? What am I planning on doing here? Oh, okay, I see. I'm going over to the other area, so I can check out all what's going on there. Meet up with Captain Charlie. I'm still trying to look for the rock Pikmin that died. And I think what confused me is that squad is at 54, and then we have 5 at idle, so that would be 59, and then there's one that's not accounted for, which is the pig Pikmin that's currently burrowed at spawn, or at home. And then you've got all these little fly fellas. Is that what I'm noticing? Maybe not. But we got these little fly fellows. They kind of remind me of the Jabbies from Thousand Year Door. Especially since you kind of fight them in a very similar way, just by charging all your pink Pikmin at them and going into war. And it can help them out. Can the captains attack in this game? I think I meant to try that out, but I couldn't tell, or maybe I couldn't get rid of my captains enough. I remember in Pikmin 2, in caverns for that game, because I would be very paranoid about losing Pikmin, I would just kind of go out and take out a bunch of the small fry with just Captain Olimar. Especially once you get the added attack increase, or the big punch that you can see him have in Smash Bros. It took a while, but I mean, you know, when you're in the caves in Pikmin 2, you don't have a time limit. There's really no penalty for doing so. And here I am going to send Charlie back to the main area, and then that's when I'm going to realize I have an extra pink Pikmin, I hope. I think what shocked me about the confusion I had with the Pikmin was just how early I found out the rock Pikmin died. I was not great. Honestly, this whole playthrough, I have not been great with keeping my Pikmin. No, like, mass deaths. Like, I don't think I've lost more than 10 in a day, I think. It's mostly been single digit, if I do it all. And as for, you know, leaving at the end of the day, or not having any Pikmin gone by the end of the day, I was good with that. Keep watching. let's all just take a moment to appreciate the niceness and beauty of the Twilight River and this game. This is such a nice looking game. I mean, in the 7.5, I think, years of this game being out, sure, it does look dated, you know, graphically, but I still think it's, you know, it has pretty environments. But I remember comparing this game. Oh, that's not fruit. That's a hive. The bull bear. I'm sure the bull bear was like, all right, I've laid my eggs. I've had my children. I'm going to hide them here until I can come back. They'll be safe, surely. And then we just did this. Awful. Still not. Yep, nope. Still haven't realized the Pikmin thing yet. But you know, I back when this game came out, and I would like compare this game visually to Pikmin 2. I'm like, oh, this is like such beautiful next-gen graphics in this game compared to Pikmin 2. And honestly, you know, 7.5 years later, I mean, it still looks better. It still looks nice, but I'm like, yeah, this still looks like a 2013 game. Like, we've come a long way. This isn't like photorealistic or anything. Not nearly as much as I thought. Then again, maybe that's just because I'm playing on the Switch and not the Wii U. Maybe it looked a little better on the Wii U. Maybe a little shinier since they were kind of a little shinier, little bloom maybe, because they were very, very particular with using those effects back in the Wii U era. You know, with this Pikmin, Wind Waker, and it was nice. Like, it kind of gave Wii U games sort of a visual identity in a weird way. I'm trying to Sherlock Holmes this shit. I think at this point I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do. And then I see that I can push down that bag and get a shortcut, so I'm like, okay, alright, let's do that. I should focus on doing that. And not the pear. I don't know what I'm doing here, actually. What? Boy. Still trying to look for that dead Pikmin. Go send some pink Pikmin over this. I think what I should be doing, and what I might eventually do in this day, is I need to be looking for bomb rocks so I can open that entrance to the pear. Or blow open the door that's covering the pear. I think there might even be a trick to that door where we can, like, half break it, or break it so that you don't need all the bomb rocks, and then you can still throw the pink Pikmin at it, and they can just fly over it. Pink Pikmin are very broken in this game. Like, they're very good. Not quite purple Pikmin and Pikmin 2 levels, but still very good. And this is the boss fight? No, I've already taken out the sniper head. I forget, was this where Olimar said he had buried like a suit thing? It was either here or somewhere later during this stream. I'll have to remind myself of that. I'll have to look into that log for Tuesday. I am recording this a bit late. It's Sunday, and I should have done this sooner, but well, yeah, I guess I don't have much of an excuse. I guess this just seemed like the best time to do it. Not in a planned way, just at the moment way. It just felt good to do this, because I kind of want to... Right now I'm trying to experiment with things with my mic, you know, add some things to make the stream a little more exciting. And while I was doing that, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to have the mic plugged in. I may as well record this. And right here, because I had remembered that you can get rid of the webs. You can get rid of the webs that spiders make by killing the spider. And you can kill them with the pink Pikmin, so I'm just like, alright. now that I know I can get this, let's go ahead and get this. We've got enough time in the day to fly over for those. Still not realizing I can grab that fruit on the ledge. Not even sure if I'd do that today. I just had a slight panicking realization that, wait, is my mic muted? Do I have to record this again? But no, I double checked him. We're still good. We got about 5 minutes left. I kind of like this though. You know, just doing a bit of post-game commentary, not having to worry about actually playing. It's nice. I feel like I can talk and think about a little more without having to have my commentary be so flustered because I'm trying to also play the game. And here I realize there's a data file, but I can't quite get that. Going a little ahead to see if there's anything I need to plan around for here, but no, it's just a path to the boss. And then meanwhile, I had Brittany and the rest stay on that lily pad and automatically jump onto the log. And here I see the bomb rocks, so I'm like, oh wait, bomb rocks! I can use that to get the pear if I'm fast enough. And so here I separate the pink Pikmin I'm going to use to get the raspberries, or whatever's in that cave I'm about to go to, so that I can send Brittany and the rest of the Pikmin to go and uncover the pear, so that I can get that, not for today, because it'll take too long, but for the next day. See, it's just more of the beauties of Pikmin 3. And do you see how hard it was just to get those pink Pikmin back into my squad and to get them away from the mushrooms? That is one of the biggest gripes I have with this version of Pikmin 3. Like, it can be nice, but honestly, some of the changes they made to make things more convenient in this game, control-wise, just make it a lot more frustrating, mainly with just having Pikmin respond to your whistle. There's a number of things like that, but we've gotten the raspberries, no trouble there. I'm going to have Charlie follow along with the pink Pikmin, not too far, but far enough that I can catch them, make sure if anything's going wrong, because I'm a little paranoid about all this. And meanwhile, I'm trying to rush Brittany in order to get to the pear in time, so I don't waste the bomb rocks. But I mean, you know, there is still the beauty of Pikmin 3 in this game, where you can control 3 different captains all at the same time and get a bunch of multitasking done. Even though I'm not doing anything with Olimar, and I could have probably done this in Pikmin 2. But I mean, even then, there's stuff you can do in this game that you can't in Pikmin 2, like having captains move on their own in specific paths, or being able to throw them. These are things that could have been done in Pikmin 2, but weren't. I don't know, maybe do that for a remaster or something. Although that might end up breaking Pikmin 2. Oh, might not be that bad considering how frustrating Pikmin 2 can be at times. Like Pikmin 2, I love that game, but it's got its moments. Sure, I had to when I played Pikmin 2, I had to reset that game a lot, just so I would make sure that none of my Pikmin die. Or that most of my Pikmin survive, so I wouldn't have to worry about not having enough Pikmin for a specific treasure. It got a bit much at times. And that was whatever day this was. Already forgot. Good job, me. And, you know, I was thankfully able to get a couple fruits. Just the raspberries, but that's enough. I think I read this out loud, but I've read this a couple times. Whatever. The juicy gaggle. Nothing new, but we got all of them. That's worth celebrating. You can have a little bit of purple. I love this song. Definitely not singing to that to make sure my audio is synced. Heh. Day 17, right. And early on, you can see the rock Pikmin dying here. And another one in the middle of the day, which I forgot to commentate over, but it happens. Although we do now have 90 pink Pikmin, so we're very set for them. Not really going to have to worry about them anymore. And just you wait. Just you wait. Fascinating. The yellow Pikmin actually have a lower body density and can thus be thrown higher than the other Pikmin. This is in addition to their ability to manipulate electricity and the appearance of their adorably large ears. Brittany. Yes, I took my time with this. Well, I think I'll be picking up the commentary, the live commentary, in like a couple seconds here, so I'll end this odd, you know, occurrence by saying this was actually kind of fun to do with the post-commentary thing. I won't be too upset. Oh, okay, here we go. I won't be too upset with doing this again, but here's me in the moment. So you're never gonna believe this. Or rather, probably do. Because for the past 20 minutes or so, my mic was muted. This is the second time playing this game. I've had my mic muted at the start. And now I had to do a whole day of my mic being muted. And I was... okay. Fine. You know what? I will... Alright, so I guess for the VOD of this, I'll just fucking download it. I'll commentate over it. I'll put that audio over it. Because 20 minutes of pure gameplay is kind of boring. But anyway, I was just talking about how I was upset that I lost a rock Pikmin at the start of the day because I had never even realized that rock Pikmin had died until the end of the day. Boy, I'm upset my mic was muted because I thought I unmuted it. I was talking the whole time, I swear. I wasn't doing like a bit or anything. I just fucked up. That's really cool. At least nothing important happened. Alright. Well. Man. Whatever. It's boss day. We're going to fight a boss today, get some fruit. It'll be good. I'll get 10 of each Pikmin type. And we don't have much to do except grab the pear that I opened. And fight the boss. Fuck. It's not like OBS wasn't open. I had it open. That's how I noticed it in the first place. But how did I not notice it for a whole day? I'm gonna let it go. Alright. It was just one slight hiccup. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna fight this boss. It's gonna be great. Charlie, go grab that. Brittany, you grab that. We don't need extra captains for doing this. Brittany can get here at her own pace. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I hope Olimar's alright. You've arrived, eh, Brittany? I hate these sounds. I hate whatever that is. And boy, do I hate this situation. Brittany, get the hell over here! Lock on. Don't exactly remember how to fight this guy. I think maybe I just avoid him, and... Yes! That's exactly what happens. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad then. Get his ass. Yeah, it's locking us to specific. It's locking us because we could have gotten more damage on him, but no. Probably just so we don't skip certain phases. Oh, this can be tricky. I think it's going to make a certain formation, and we just need to avoid them. Oh, this is close. I lost one. I got stuck on the tree and I ended up losing one. No, there's still one. He's there. I can save them. We're not losing any Pikmin today. Not like yesterday where I ended up randomly missing a rock Pikmin. Oh. Get him! Oh, right. I need to make an exit for myself. And then we can chart. Please, just aim at him. I'm begging you. And that's that. What? You're not dead? No. You don't understand. That was the end of the fight. You're dead. Aim at the small guys. Small guys, battle royale. Let us out. Fellas! Okay, I think we didn't lose any Pikmin. Also, I remember that fight being a little cooler than that. I mean, it was still good, just not till the end. Captain Olimar! He's not moving. We need to get him to the Drake as soon as possible. Make sure he's okay. Do we need to? I mean... Do we? Yep, that's who I threw at. Alright, so who needs Pikmin? Pink Pikmin, of course. So they can grab that. Let's have Reds grab that, because Reds do not need more Pikmin at the moment. And then, I guess we can just throw everyone else at whatever. probably send someone to make sure they're alright. All safe. There's not too much to do other than this and grab the pair. But I also didn't want to make it so that I just barely avoid getting stuff, you know? Saying, you know, again. I'd said I'd go downstairs and grab something after saying that again. But, oh, right, Louis. Yeah, Louis. Of course, I mean Captain Olimar, of course. Yes, and of course his fat ass takes 5 Pikmin. This is beauty right here. All of these pink Pikmin just select, all singularly carrying a corpse in unity. Nothing like it. Beautiful. It's just glorious. And they're all being stopped by a pair. This won't end badly. Oh no! Shit! Shit! Everyone go back! Hey! Stop! No! No! Yeah, good charge mechanic! That was one. Oh, I didn't know he respawned. That was, I gotta pause for that. Ooh. Today's going great. Definitely love that fun charge mechanic. Go for the big one. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, and there's... Oh, you respawn too. No, you don't. Well, this was an adventure. Quotation. Life form is in stasis. Subject's spacesuit has activated forced sleep mode. This guy has our cosmic drive key. I wonder when this forced sleep is going to wear off. It definitely would not wear off at the worst time possible for us. I can tell you that. That would just be silly. I can't believe I've forgotten about this fruit until now. Alright, well, let's make sure we can get this pear that's over here. I think I can get that lily pad from there before it moves. Please. I'll have Alf go back here. Charlie's still lonely. I want to make sure I get the pear before anything else. Because more Pikmin's good, but I want to make sure we can get all the fruit. We'll have to come back here anyway for at least 2, I want to say. Reds can go and get it. Alright. We should have enough time to go and collect these fellas. Honey. There we go. Make some use out of that. So they can do doubles. Just send whoever and whenever. They're all funneling in. Probably won't have enough time for this. New fruit. Oh, the pear. Yeah. You got confused there for a second. Alright, Charlie, you go ahead somewhere at like a midway point. So that just in case you don't have enough time to grab all these guys, with one captain, I can sort of pincer at them. Alright, this is the last one. So let's see if we can make it. We're not. Pretty sure. Well. No, we're not gonna make it. Not all of them. But what if? We're not gonna make it. I'll wait till the 2, and then I'll try to get everyone. Maybe 3. Maybe I should wait for the 3. A nice thing about area transitions is that if Pikmin are stuck in the middle of them, we gotta go. If Pikmin are stuck in the middle of them, then we just lost 4 Pikmin. But if a Pikmin is stuck in the middle of a transition between areas, then you're not going to lose them. They're merciful enough for that, at least. But because of this, Pikmin 3 Deluxe is a wonderful, you know, whistle system of how it's not going to interrupt Pikmin doing their job unless you whistle like twice or whatever. I just lost 4 Pikmin. We don't know. Hey, the child's back at least. The Bulborb child's back. That's cool. It's not sick anymore. He's healthy enough to hunt. Bastards. New fruit. A seed hive. Awful name. Good solid jar and a half. A delectable bouquet. Did we get any new fruit? Wait, that was... yeah, that's new. And the kiwi, but I read that one, I know. Seed hive. This was a bit of an emotional roller coaster for us. We were lured in by the sweet scent, but when we cut it open, it was infected with huge insects. Al fainted, the poor thing. Then I realized that the insects were seeds. Yay! Alpha will wake up eventually. I'm still so mad that my mic was muted for the first day. I'm not getting over that. Tremendous sniffer. Brittany, what are these names? We've got a fair amount of juice left. Not too much, but 13. 13 is, solid. We should be alright for a little while, Brittany. We're good on that. Oh, we got a lot of pink Pikmin now. Woohoo! Alright, we're not going to have to worry about Pikmin anymore for this playthrough. We finally managed to rescue Captain Olimar, but his suit has put him in a state of deep sleep. All we can do now is wait for him to wake up. No sign of the Cosmic Drive Key either. I guess we'll use this time to relax for a bit and get some rest. Not the best day. I feel that, Alpha. I feel that. I know that feeling all too well. Later that night. Olimar hasn't woken up since we brought him aboard. Hey, I know that spacesuit. It puts you in a deep sleep if you experience any big surprises. I guess an entire surprise birthday party once because of those suits. What are we supposed to do now? Kick him till he wakes up. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. We need to get him to tell us where that Cosmic Drive Key is. And in order for him to do that, we need him to wake up on his own. Let me try slapping him. No, trust me. We can't do anything once that suit kicks in. We just need to keep an eye on him. And then they didn't. The next morning. Yep. I hate him. I hate him. What was that noise? Also, why are we landed here? Where did this ground come from? Oh, look, he drove us here. Yeah. Why are we in the air? I can't even take a quick snooze without something going haywire. This is bad. Olimar's disappeared, and your rubber ducky's also gone AWOL, Captain. What did you say? It's even worse than that. He's run off with our juice. That villainous pig. Good name for him. We need to hunt him down. Yep, so, our good friend, the Captain Olimar. Yes, Olimar. Has just stolen all of our juice and our rubber duck. The ooh, blue. So we're a little bit screwed right now because the juice is what was keeping us alive, and if we don't get that, we die. You won't need yellow Pikmin. This is the correct way. On the bright side, that explosion he did gave us a new entrance to a new area of this location, and this lock-on feature is garbage. In this new area, though, we have the final onion. We finally got our blue Pikmin. And maybe this time I can get the pellets before the end of the day, so it's more convenient for us. Not that it's a big problem now, because this is relatively close to the main onion. Charlie, you do it. And I'll go ahead and open this with everyone else. Actually gotta multitask for once. I love their stupid mouths. Stupid triangle mouths, look at them. Incredible. A new type of Pikmin was sprouted from the onion that was in the water. So these Pikmin love the water. That should come in handy. Indeed. Now we can do this faster. No, you want to keep doing that. Keep doing that. You do you. Savages. Five blue Pikmin. Don't really need to be doing that. I'm just lazy. Oh, what are you? Is that an Octarian from Splatoon? That looks very Splatoon-like. Which is odd, because this came out 2 years before Splatoon. Interesting, very interesting indeed. Charlie, king of the blue Pikmin. You know, when I send a whole group of blue Pikmin over to a pellet, I would assume they would all crowd around it. But I guess not. Hey Alf, how do you feel about going over there? Well, I don't know. Too bad. Make a new friend. Alright, so we've got our blue Pikmin. We've got our crew. We've got a strawberry down there. Now I gotta figure out what I gotta do. What I can do. So there's another fruit over there. I need pink Pikmin for that. And I think we're supposed to build this in order to grab that, but we need pink Pikmin anyway. And I think I can just throw them over there. We're gonna forget that happened. We're going to entirely forget about the last 30 seconds. But yeah, Charlie, go ahead and do some damage. Water combat's a little weird in this game. And I mean, on the one hand, it's cool because blue Pikmin can swim. It's such a weird thing to see, but they can, and it's great. Why are you over here, blue Pikmin? I was trying to hold the A button. Guess not. That should be all that needs to be done here. How you doing? It is just an Octarian. I can't be convinced otherwise. I'm not even sure what this is for. So does he see me here? Does he care? I don't think so. Yeah, he's sleeping. Alright. So in the meanwhile, let's throw a bunch of rock Pikmin over there. I think he's friendly. I'm not gonna worry about it. You know? Maybe he just wants to chill. Nope. He wanted danger, he's gonna get danger. Sorry, buddy. And I'm gonna send 3 more Pikmin over here. 5, I meant. Don't drown, please don't drown. Oh, it's to get the orange with blue Pikmin, alright. And how many do I need for this? 3. Just gonna send 3 pink Pikmin over there then. 5 to speed things up even. Or not. They can just do whatever they want. Be very careful with this. It says I throw them almost off the edge. And Alf, you go back to base. Brittany, you keep going. And that bridge just finished. Wonderful timing. What is over... Oh, no. Oh, that's a whole ass boss. I'm not doing that. Oh, I have to go all the way around it. But it has to be built, and I need to take out that enemy. But I need blue Pikmin. There's also an area over there. And I think that's how I need to get the orange. So I should have still... Alright. I'm still gonna need pink Pikmin then. You're not that dangerous, right? Not really. No. Oh, I can move this way. I can move this way for the orange, but I can't get it unless I remove the gate. So I'll leave that for now. In the meanwhile, I'll leave these fellas here. I'll go ahead and throw Brittany back over here with... I think I'm gonna need 10 pink Pikmin. One for good measure. That's fine. It's fine that you stayed. Don't have to worry about drowning. What's Elf doing? He's just chilling? Alright. Don't really need a third person right now. There is some danger around here. Just some of these fellas. I don't actually know if they're dangerous or not. They are. They are. They just took a blue Pikmin. And one died. Never forgive. I can't get a single one of them. Fight! Fight for your friends! Don't make more friends. Fight for the ones you already have. Stop carrying. We should be good to get this orange. awesome mechanic. It's a mechanic to make you more awesome. I need more blue Pikmin. And for now, we should be good to get rid of this gate. Wait, but there's another... but we need more pink Pikmin too. Well, we don't have enough pink Pikmin for that. I'm not gonna worry about it. And there's stuff here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do any of that today. Oh, we could grab... Ooh, I could grab that. Yeah! Awful voice crack that was. I could do that today, though. So let's go ahead and try to get the other fruit there that we needed yellow Pikmin for before. Not too much time left in the day, but we have enough. I think we'll be fine. Wollywogs are back. But we're just gonna leave them be for now. I'm gonna see if I can actually get this fruit. And then I'm gonna forget about the Wollywog while the fruit is coming this way, and then I'm gonna have Pikmin dying on me. I didn't bring any... I have no yellow Pikmin out in the field. Shit. Well, let's at least kill the Wollywogs so I don't have to deal with them tomorrow. Wow, rock Pikmin make these guys pathetic. Oh, it's the pieces. And a bridge. And one of those guys. I'll leave their corpses here for now. And if it carries over to the next day, I'll use them to get more blue Pikmin. Because we could use quite a bit of them. And is there any... Wait, we're missing a Pikmin. Ooh. It would be a blue. Captain. I mean, yeah, Captain Charlie. It's your responsibility. You go get it. I should have brought more blue Pikmin here so we could get a move on starting that bridge. You know what? I'll have this guy. I'll have this singular Pikmin start the bridge. One piece. That's all I want from you. Just get one. You can do this. We got you. You're safe. You are safe. I just want you to put this one piece onto the bridge. You're almost there. Come on. You can do this. If you can't do this, you're abandoned. All right? Good job. Almost lost him because I needed to hit the whistle again. You know, as nice as having a giant whistle is, I'd rather just have a smaller one that I can be more precise with, instead of having to worry about catching all the Pikmin under one giant net, and having to remember to always press the button twice if they're doing something. It really messes me up. The miracle of life. Aww. You don't think the Drake could be absorbed, do you? No, I don't think there's any danger of that. Well, probably not. Hopefully. Any new fruits? We did get the ones from before. The Tremendous Sniffer. This specimen has a sweet flavor and a soft texture. Kind of like my Aunt B. The shape reminds me of her nose, too. So elegant. So glamorous. She's the envy of the family with that nose. I miss my aunt. I want to go home. The Searing Acid Shock, and then the other thing. So I don't think we got any new fruits. I just realized we're not that close to the end of the game. Like, once we, like, we're close to another boss. There's not too much, we can probably spend, like, we'll probably have to spend 2 more days and then a boss. And then we're in the last area. Just think of how much juice we had this time yesterday. Curse that Hokatation. Oh, they suckin'. They suckin'. Oh dear. No more food. We need to make sure we retrieve something to eat tomorrow. We'll be fine. Surely we'll be fine. I know what I can do. 25 blue Pikmin. That is fine, but we can do better. The blue onion was only able to bruise a single Pikmin. A single blue Pikmin. I wonder if that took its last bit of strength. Thank goodness we were able to dig the onion out. The blue Pikmin may very well have been on the verge of extinction. Much like all Pikmin species. Right before coming here. Funny how that keeps happening. Coincidence? Or conspiracy? Day 20. With the addition of these blue Pikmin, we can now confirm that there are 5 varieties of Pikmin. Based on the trends we've seen, Pikmin appear to evolve in ways that suit their surroundings. That would explain how they can handle different environments. Our struggle has only just begun. Under our command, just how far can this You two talk too much, let's go. Yeah, fair enough. That was the right location, right? I didn't accidentally just pick, like, Wild Woods. Where's Wild Woods? What game is that? Mystery Dungeon? Maybe. And it's raining again, which means nothing. It's just cool looking. Maybe some different enemies. Okay. So, we've got a bunch of electricity things to take care of. We've got over here to get some fruit. It's not progression, but at this point we have every Pikmin type. We can get all the fruit in any location. Let's go for it. By the time we're done with this area, we'll have all the fruit. Lots of electric barriers. So tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get a team of like 30 yellow Pikmin, and we're going to go here. Bust it out. Check this area out. And they're also going to do the one here, and the other there. In the meanwhile, we'll have another team of blue Pikmin going here. And I think we're going to need some pink Pikmin later as well. So I'll grab some of them. In fact, yeah. So for now, let's just do 20 blue Pikmin. So we don't have all of them out. 10 pink Pikmin and 30 yellows. Alright. Then we got Brittany and then Charlie. Oh, right, they don't, yeah. I'd like to just be able to separate all my Pikmin with the whistle button and then pick them off specifically, you know, with each captain, but I can't do that anymore. Oh, and then they got these right, they're all back. Alright, but we can do that later. Let's focus on opening this for now, even though I think there's still some enemies here too. Alright, well let's do Charlie, because there's probably no enemies here anymore. Let's get Alf to start going over here. Wrong way. Here we go. And hopefully there's no enemies here. There are the fiery blowhards. But that's fine, I can take them out with regular Pikmin. And no enemies here. Just want to make sure of that first. Let's have them doing bridge stuff. Alright, you don't need red Pikmin to take these guys out. It's just easier. Get them to attack. Everything's fine. Nick do that. And Brittany, I just have with pink Pikmin just cuz. Probably could be using more yellow Pikmin. But you never know when you're gonna need some. Go to ask pink Pikmin to do their job. And the bridge is done. Music's all nice and chill for the rain. Oh, we're done here too. Bit of a shortcut for there. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, puzzles. But we can do this. And I think there's another way to get out here that is going to require more electrical fencing. Although maybe we should go get the electrical fencing first. Like on the other side. Yeah, because it's a little dangerous over here. Well, that was a surprise. And I'm not quite sure. Right, we needed pink Pikmin, yeah, for other... Yeah, okay. I know what I'm doing. Ah, good. Charlie, you go get them. The beauty of multitasking with multiple captains that can do their own thing and not just... You can just swap between them, but they don't do anything else. You know, like in Pikmin 2. Which was fine. It was still nice having two captains, two parties, if you will. Only need 8. It's the wrong way. Over the bridge. Oh, hello. That was a that was a fun noise. Why are y'all over there? And people can walk over that. And I mean, we have the pink Pikmin to do so. Like, we can just use the pink Pikmin and grab that. We can do these things. We have utility. There's gonna be something big here. I can feel it. Nope, empty area. Fine by me. And then I'll have Brittany go over and collect those Pikmin when they're done. See, this is the this really is the beauty of Pikmin 3. It took forever just to whistle them off. It's great though, just being able to multitask, doing all these things. It's great. It's where the game really, really takes hold. And I think I can... Yes, I can. I can cheat a little. Oh, Alf's done too. Alright. And I don't want to go over there until I can focus with the whole team because there's boss stuff there. We'll just go back there and then maybe I can have Alf take out all those bulb orbs. Another fruit for them, and since they're pink Pikmin, they're safe. Pink Pikmin are really good. That's gonna be an ordeal to get through. There's a boss over there. Can't do that. I mean, I can't. Oh, there's a Peckish Aristocrab in there. I see the boy. In fact, I think I'm pretty much good with multitasking. Because anything else would require me to do some serious focusing. I think I've gotten most of the small stuff done. Like, I would need some large-scale blue Pikmin stuff and whatever. So for now, let's head back. And I should focus on both getting more blue Pikmin and getting some bigger areas. So I'm just gonna... Never. Gang's all here. Why are you charging that? Oh, they're all idiots. What do I expect? They're Pikmin. What do I expect? Look at this beautiful onion. This beautiful rainbow onion. It was all worth it, just for that. Let's get the blue Pikmin out. Don't need any of those. Let's get out the fodder. Some rocks, too. Yeah. Because we need to do some destruction first. And we'll need the blue Pikmin again later. But not at the moment. Let me get only what I need right now. No, 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 don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Oops. I could have gone better. Could have gone a lot worse. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna charge with the yellow Pikmin, then the red, and then launch the rocks! Just absolutely decimated, just all gone. And then we're gonna go back, and we're gonna get the... We already have yellow Pikmin, I'm stupid. That'll be that. Brittany, you stay with them. And now that we don't really need the damage too much, I'm gonna go back and get some more blue Pikmin. For the sake of building up a supply. Oh, none of them are flowers. We have one bud. He's the leader of the bunch. I'm gonna go ahead and look for some pellets for them. I think there's none here. Yep, complete waste of time going over here. Not too bad. Get it blue, get it blue! No, don't, they didn't stop attacking when I wanted them to. The whistle means nothing. Whatever, it's more blue. In the meanwhile, we have this. More blowhard action. More hot, fiery blowhard action. Hot and steamy. I'm missing blue Pikmin. What? Why? Oh, I know why they're there. Alright, Alpha, you go get them. And then meanwhile, I'll, please? Yes! I got time. I can wait. No, blue Pikmin grab that. I can grab the two that are over here and come back. Yes! It's all coming together. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. It's all coming together. I can't do a good Kronk impression. That is my biggest flaw. I can't do a good Kronk impression. And at that point, what is the point? And with them doing that, let's, since we already had the yellows out, I suppose we'll have to wait for this. Oh wait, are the Wollywog corpses? Nope. They're gone. Got 8. But he's getting wiped off the face of the map. Let's see if we can actually do this. It'd be nice to get one more fruit. We should be fine. Like, I don't think I'm at risk of getting a game over or anything. Not that I know if that's what's gonna happen or not. Yeah. So then, I'll go over here. I just want to see if I can... Oh, there's a boss there. Yeah, I'll focus on this then. I'll see if I can take out the bridge, or at least take out some enemies that'll let me take out the bridge later. And I'll see what's going on here with Charlie. I'm gonna end up needing multiple captains, aren't I? Solid job, fellows. Oh, indeed. Although I think you can just, I think if you have pink Pikmin, you can just fly up there with some tricky maneuvering. Alf, go help. I said Alf. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. But I can at least get it down and make it easier for tomorrow. This is the correct way. There's not that much danger. It's just the ink fellas. Savages, like utter savages. Oh, this is a big problem. This is a big problem. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. Everything's fine. I couldn't do what I wanted to, but you know what? We cleared up that area. We'll be good for the next day. That was almost really bad. Another day. I'm really glad this music's playing right now. I need it.
Oh, you know what? This would be great for blending. We can get a nice mix of flavors.
A velvety dream job. These are all fruits we've had, I think. In that case, let's fast forward.
My tummy is grumbling. Yeah, it's all because of that hokotation. Ugh. We don't have much juice left. We need more fruit. Like, now.
Should be the number going up. Alright, we have 75 blues. Solid. We can do better, but you know, we can have a full team of them. That's what's important. After observing the red Pikmin, I've come to the conclusion that they are actually fully resistant to fire. You're realizing this at day 20! We've known this since day 3!
Elf! They also appear to be extremely ferocious fighters, despite their appearance. They remind me of the captain that way.
Day 21. 21. Okay. I'm good. You know, we've lost a lot of Pikmin today. Still sour about muting my mic for the first day. I think I'm good for the day. Oh, we have a volume 2 thing. All right, let me do that first. Papa, you're never home anymore. Do you still live here? Please bring flowers and cake for Mama if you come home. My daughter is growing up so fast. Where did she get the idea that I don't live with them anymore? Then again, I worry that I'm starting to forget my street address. Stop overworking Olimar. He's a good man. He doesn't deserve this. But at the same time, if I see him in Smash, we're throwing down. Beat him to a pulp. Pulp him like the fruit. But that's going to be it for Pikmin 3 today, and as well as the stream. I'll probably the VOD of this will probably be delayed on the Stream Archive channel, just so I can maybe download this and do some sort of small commentary over when I'm not talking, because 2 minutes of no dialogue is fine. A solid 20 minutes? I don't like it. So I'll maybe do that. I'm still enjoying this game. Playing Pikmin 3 again is good. But more and more, I struggle with the new control style. And as cool as all of these new features are and quality of life things, I'm not a fan of some of the changes, and it kind of just makes me want to play the Wii U version. At least for the main game. Once we get into the side content, start getting into that, maybe, you know, I'll be a little more on the positive side for this. And again, this is a great version of the game, it's just the controls bug me. And that's a personal thing, I suppose. And next time we stream this, it will be on this upcoming Tuesday, or next Tuesday, whenever, along with Half-Life 2 Update plus Mod. At our usual time of 12, starting between 12 to 1:30. If you need to know exactly when we go live, you can always follow the channel and turn notifications on, or you can follow my Twitter, where I post every time I go live. Once again, I have stopped posting stream notifications on Tumblr, just because I don't want to crowd that up. Figure it's fine on Twitter, but whatever. If you need to know any previous games I've played, we have Zeter Streams, 966 Mod, the YouTube archive channel where we have every previous stream I've done, and any other links you may need are also on the channel. Or the Twitch page. Both, really. All that said, thank you for watching, thank you for putting up with me, especially for this stream, and have a wonderful day.